Hello. Uh, Today we will see the trade network among the OIC member countries through the FAO data. Actually, FAO provides a very long, very big data of trade among the not only member countries, for overall world, whole world. And in this data set, you can access, for example, uh, the what type of item has been imported and exported from a specific country like Oman to the Qatar, for example. This data set provides only the textual data sets. There is no visualization. For today's task, for today analysis, I created a subset of the data for OIC member countries to see their status for the trade and to see the capability of their trade among each other and other countries also. For these purposes, when I subset the data set, we will see only the interaction, trade interaction between those countries, not which, for example, we will not see the interaction of the OIC countries with the non-OIC no OIC countries. The second thing, normally this data set only provides the interaction between two countries, as for example from the Oman, and it is the real data set are subsetted. For example, we see from the Afghanistan to Azerbaijan, and apricots dried. It's the item which was the subject for the trade, and the value is 0.5 tons. It means source is reporter country. It means Afghanistan has been imported from the Azerbaijan. If we change the place of this content, it will be export. In any case, we can say that it's an interaction. Idea is the finding the trade, not only who is the biggest exporter, who is the top exporter. It's not the idea. Idea is seeing interaction, overall interaction. For this purposes, I created a network analytics. Uh, Network analytics, a type of visualization and the calculation of the entities. For example, here we are seeing different colors, different numbers, different things within this messy graph. Let's pick up one example and go the other analytical parts. For example, when we pick up Algeria, and we see, as we see here, Algeria has a connection with the United Arab Emirates. This connection it reflects the trade between them. When we select Algeria and United Arab Emirates, we will see that there's a connection, a trade between those two countries. It does, of course, if we have one connection with United Arab Emirates with Algeria, of course, it would be more than one. And we are seeing other three graphs, lines between the Algeria and Turkey. So it is also reflects another things, another item, the trade of another item. Uh, Here, the interesting part is some smaller in the some smaller level. We are seeing a smaller, invisible, faded graphs, faded lines. Why I faded them? Because it's a slightly less important trade between the countries. If I don't do that, we will not see the things that matter. That's why I just selected the bigger interaction. Like I just make the lines thicker to see only the bigger trade interaction between the countries. The second thing we see, uh, I calculated a metric. I'm saying the degree centrality. Degree centrality refers is a one specific country. For this example, of course, if a given country has more connection more trade connection with other countries, it will be the degree centrality will be bigger. With a good example, a hypothetical example, if a country has only one connection, the degree centrality will be 1. If a country has 10 connection, the degree centrality will be 10. Why degree centrality is important? Because the degree centrality reflects the position of this entity. In our case, it is a country, will reflect the relative importance or criticality of this country. In this example, we didn't take account the number of connection. We keep with number of the value of the trade, also quantity, also as a part of our analysis. That's why in our case I have used weighted degree centrality. Namely, if a country has 3 connection, other country, let's say Algeria and Mali has 3 connection. Of course they have more, but Algeria has 3 connection with other countries but higher value of the trade. In that case, the Algeria's weighted degree centrality will be higher. So it will average or weighted the degree centrality of country refers the effectiveness of effectiveness of this country, not only for import or export or with overall world. In this example, the weighted centrality weighted degree centrality of country will gives us the efficiency within OIC countries. That's why um, any country like Azerbaijan maybe have a lot of trade with Russia, but we didn't we ignore this because for this example we are focusing the overall trade capacity within the OIC countries. We don't have to check weighted degree centrality value for all country. Here we have uh, we don't have to keep them weighted degree. Instead of this, I just, for example, here I just sorted, and I'm seeing the United Arab Emirates has it is the number 1 because it has a lot of connection with the other Islamic countries. Instead of remembering these values, I created, I set at the size of these countries, size of these entities, according to the weighted value. What it means here, we are saying the United Arab Emirates has bigger value, uh, bigger size. It means it is more efficient in terms of the trade between among the OIC countries. And we see Gabon here is a smaller relatively because it has less connection with the other countries. Um, Here we are seeing a thicker uh, line between Oman and United Arab Emirates. It means there's a very big trade between them. For these purposes, we can ask which item, which strategical commodity is most important in this graph. We are not focusing that. We are just focusing the inter YC trade values. The second thing, I did another analysis. We are saying for this modularity analysis. Modularity analysis is very complicated analysis for the network. Let's give an example for it. If we have a network like a social network analysis, when we do social network analysis of the Facebook, for example, if we have the data of the Facebook, when we do the modularity analysis, we will see some groups, some subgroups. Uh, it would be due to a lot of, for example, in you will have a lot of connection, social connection in your country than the other country. For example, if you are living in Turkey, you have a lot of connection with the people with friends in the Turkey. But if you are living in the China, in Oman, you will have the more connection in the Oman. When we make a modularity analysis, we will see Turkey is the Turkey, Oman is the Oman because of the number of connection among them. We can understand who is most probably connected to whom. It means we can extract the subgroups. In this example, I created a modularity analysis and colorized. Here we can say no, without it's not related with the geography. It's not related about anything else, but it would affect, of course. We have five different class. For example, the violet one, number one, is here we see Azerbaijan, Morocco, Turkey, Tunisia, Lebanon, and Algeria, and others. And in the green one, we are saying the United Arab Emirates, and also and also uh, in the green one, yes, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Oman. And the orange one, Malaysia, Indonesia, Suriname is exist. And the blue one is Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan. So what it means? At first, we can say it's a geographic analytic. However, no, it's not geographic connection. We let's check a detail and see understand how it works. Here I can filter and see the connection. I want to see only the group number one. Let's say I'm just selecting group number one. It's the higher group we see. The 48, 47% of the group is within the violet or group number one. We see the countries. Of course, Turkey, Azerbaijan has a geography closeness. However, Senegal, Nigeria, Benin, it's in Africa. We cannot say it is a kind of monolithical groups. But when we check the other item groups, other partition, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Kazakhstan, we can say those countries as group, not because they are in Central Asia, because they have more connection. However, what we expect is just for efficiency, like this group, this one. We because for example, the Turkmenistan in it's also in the Central Asia. However, it's in the group number one. That's why we can say that we expect one single group as an OIC countries, not subgroups. Well, let's select another one, for example, the green one. Here we say Malaysia, Maldives, and Indonesia because there's of course the geography relatedness, or maybe due to the rice trade between them. It is this kind of analytics helps us to which kind of connection exists between them. We can select two different groups, also not only one. For example, we can say, okay, let's see the connection between the orange group and the blue one, and we are saying, okay, here, of course, they have a connection, but not so much as we see. We can say it should be improved because, of course, it exists. It doesn't mean there's no connection, but it's not so important when we compare them proportionally with other countries. It is the network analytics for the country, for OIC member states. We can, uh, if we go deeper to understand why it's happening, we can see more story, more explanation. Thank you for your listening.